I'm back. Alright, I'm back. I'm not playing no more. I'm not playing no more. I'm sorry, I'm not playing no more. I've been working on myself. I told y'all, you need to work on yourself to elevate in life. Yesterday I went to the beach with my boys. We went and saw, shot videos, vlog type stuff. I might post that in a couple days. But more importantly, we were just talking to strangers. You know, nowadays people don't like to talk to strangers for some reason. It's like it's weird or something. You feel me? Like, why can't you just go to somebody and just like chop it up? Everyone thinks like when you try to talk to someone, like you're trying to get something out of them. No, I'm just trying to see what's up with you. Like, how are you? Like, as a person, like, see who you are. Like, I might find out something new. You can find out, learn something from somebody every single day. You know what I'm saying? You can learn from anybody, bro. So I just try to talk to people and just show and spread love, bro. Like, literally, that's how you just show love. Just like, you know, maybe complimenting someone randomly. Not even trying to get their number, not trying to chop it up. Because I don't want you. You feel me? I don't want you. Now, next things first. First things first. We saw this one person at the end of the day, and we're all gathered around watching like these like Hispanic people like dance to like this music and stuff. And I started dancing a little bit. You know, your boy got the moves. You know, your boy got the moves. But after that, we saw me and my friends, like, I noticed like these two older women, they're just watching everyone else dance, and like they weren't trying to dance themselves. So I was like, yo, have y'all tried dancing? Like, it's just actually pretty fun for real. Have you seen that one couple over there? Like, they're really good. Like, he's 50 years old and he can move like that. You know what I'm saying? Just chopping it up, just like being friendly and stuff. They were being so short. I've never, like, out of everyone I talked to, they were like the one person who was like super short, and like I felt their energy, bro. Like, energy is something that you can feel. Like, you can feel that shit. And just how, like, in this video, like the title and everything, you can feel racism, right? And it's energy, because it's an energy. It's a certain energy, and their energy was like a nervous energy, and I had energy of like love and like, you know what I'm saying, like just like smiling and happy, like good. I had great energy that whole day, bro. Like, these last 2 months, I've been feeling amazing because I've been working on myself, bro. Running all the time, reading all the time, working on my inner. I've been feeling amazing, bro. So I noticed right off the bat, you know, like, you can feel energy when you've been working on yourself and your third eye open. You feel me? I don't see with these two eyes no more. I can close my eyes and I can still feel you. You feel me? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Pure vitality. So look, I had that pure vitality energy going, right? So I noticed their energy was like nervous. And I was like, yo, I'm about to leave. Like, I didn't say that, but I was like, I'm about to leave. Like, these people are like not really trying to talk, whatever, it's all good. But my friend came over there and he started chopping up like, hey, like, where y'all from? Blah, blah, blah. Like, yeah, we just been going around talking to people. Like, it's just been like a really great day. Like, how have you guys been? And like, he came more open and everything. Same energy as me, but I was about to leave anyway. Eventually, he started talking to them more, and like, he was telling them about himself to open them up more. So he was like, you know, saying stuff like he had a really bad week, because he did have a bad week, bro. Like, he actually went through a really terrible week, and he was telling about it and like his problems and like how he's just trying to like spread love and stuff like that. So he was being a lot more open, and they were trying to see, they were thinking like, oh, these people are a little bit different, you know what I'm saying? So I sat back down, and after that, I just brought it up because like I was like, yo, you know, like, they're kind of nervous. Like, I feel like they're low-key a little bit racist, not too much, but like, it's weird because I sometimes get nervous talking to another black person I don't know. So I can only imagine how white people feel. Like, bro, it's a real thing. I don't know why. Like, I think it's a media program does like to, like, you know, be a little scared of black people, honestly, and like even worse for other black people. I always tell my friends like, yeah, like, they're sometimes afraid to, like, you know, just chop it up with random, like, other, like, a group of black people too. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. It's a weird thing. They look pretty good. Like, they might have thought they were trying to like chop at them, and they're white. You know what I'm saying? So they might have thought they were trying to like get at them. So the first thing they said, like, one of the first things they said was like they were like married. That ended up being a lie, bro. They were just lying, just because they thought we were trying to like literally get at them, bro, and we weren't. So after that, I said, yo, what do you guys think of Black Lives Matter? And they said the first thing they mentioned was the rioting and looting. Wow. You're one of those. You're one of those. I at that moment, I saw two Karens, you know? I didn't see two white women, I saw two Karens. And I was like, that's tough. That's tough. But, you know, I let it go on, let it go on. Because my friend answered, because I was about to go off, I was like, you know what, I'm not going to go off. You feel me? That's the wrong thing to do. I just listened, you feel me? So my friend was like, yeah, I agree. I don't like the looting and the rioting either. That does nothing, blah, blah, blah. It low-key does something, but look. And then he was like, you know, but that's not really what Black Lives Matter movement is about, what it stands for and stuff like that, you know? And no, he informed him on that. And then I was like, you know what? I'm about to stick up for the rioting and looting, though. To be honest, dude, the only reason why people are rioting and looting is because they're sick and tired of this bullshit. And this is what I was saying. I was like, you are watching people who have the same color skin as you get murdered in the streets, and no one has any repercussions. Repercussions. What's that word? Repercussions, right? Yeah. No one has any, like, there's nothing is done after someone is murdered that looks like me. You feel me? Nothing is done. She was like rebuking my points a little bit, and so we were getting into a little argument, a little back and forth. Not nothing hostile, nothing crazy, but just like not really disagreements either. But she was saying points like, well, I just don't understand, like, you know, like, this is America. Like, I agree with, like, I think all minorities matter. Like, you feel me? I was like, yeah, we agree. Like, yeah, we agree. Definitely all minorities matter and stuff. And she's like, I just don't understand, like, you know, why other people can come over here and do stuff. I'm like, why, like, my parents came over here with nothing, blah, blah, blah. And now they raised us and went to college and, like, you know, stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, but there are reasons for that. I was like, there's reasons why we are still one of the poorest minorities there is, and, like, why we don't have any wealth and stuff like that. All these reasons for it. And I realized, like, yo, they're white women. They don't even understand. You know what I'm saying? Have no idea. And that perspective made me think, like, a lot of white people, I guess, really don't understand what's going on. You feel me? They don't understand the whole history behind it. So then she was like, I just don't understand why they can't, like, succeed. Like, this is America. Like, what's that? The American dream is possible. You can do whatever you want to do, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, look, I'm going to tell you why this is such a big deal and, like, really what's going on. And I'm about to break it down to you guys right now, too. I was like, this has been happening for over, like, 400 years. In 1619, we landed on Plymouth Rock. We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us. That is a quote by Malcolm X, I'm pretty sure. Americans were free from the British, whatever, in 1776. But we were still slaves. We were building the country. We were working for free, you know, making them so much money. So in 1865, we were finally free, not until like 90 years later. And then before, we were property, not even real people. I was saying this, like yo, imagine saying, like, you're not even a person. You're not considered a human being. You're property. Imagine that right now in 2020, you're property. You have no freedom, nothing. Where do you think of some shit like that, man? Only in prison. I'll tell you that why. So look, after 1865, they let all these slaves out free. 2 million of them. What are you gonna do with 2 million black people that you can't deport back to Africa? And you don't want them here, you don't want them living with you, you don't want them working with you. What are the black people gonna do? They're gonna steal and loot, right? The only way to survive. They have nowhere to go. They just got, imagine being let out the first day. You was a slave yesterday, today you're free. You'll be like, so what is there to do? What you trying to do? What's the move? You don't know what to do. You will not know what to do, bro. And that's why there's more generational trauma that passes down right now than there was way before then. You know, because they were slaves, so it was normal to them for those whole years and years and years of hundreds of years of slavery. It was normal for someone to be a slave. You feel me? For us to be a slave, like, it was normal. So they you know what I'm saying, they didn't really, like, recognize what they had been through, that trauma. Now I think we're feeling it. Like, in the 60s, they were feeling it. You feel me? But look, after that, they made laws. Homeless. If you're homeless, you're in prison. There's the amendment. There's no slavery in the U.S. But they said, you can work for free if you are a prisoner. So you know what they did? They gathered all those slaves and they turned the slave patrol into the police officers, you feel me? And that's how they're gathering everyone for petty crimes. You know how you hear about those crimes where someone stole like $7 worth of something, it gets like fucking 24 years? What the hell is that about, dude? It's like a $7 thing gets 24 years of prison? That's crazy. Crazy. But anyways, so you lock everyone up in prison. Lock everyone up in prison with however many people can for the petty crimes. After this, what do you do? What do you do? Now you have this segregation. You put the Jim Crow laws in, and you say, okay, you can't do this. You can't do this if you're black. And now this is like, man, like we're not equal now. We're less than. Now whites are up here, black people are up here. You are less than a person. Before we were 3/5 of a person. Now we're just less than a person. Like we're still not equal, right? So you can buy houses, and houses is the number one way to build up money, assets. You need assets, right? That's why I got, you know, that's why, bro, I really be. Hold on, man. I don't got the book is around here somewhere. I really be working on myself, bro, and trying to like learn. So look, you have assets minus the liabilities. You feel me? So assets. You need a house, right? The house over time is going to build up equity, you feel me, with the interest. So now you buy a house. Back then it was $9,000, $10,000. We couldn't buy those suburb houses. That's why there's so many, you know, gated areas that are all full of like, you know, white people and stuff. And there's also redlining where there's, you know, bad neighborhoods that's a hood and stuff like that. So we couldn't get those neighborhoods back then, right? And now that's probably like 90,000 in our money right now. Now it went up to 400,000. So they just made 300,000 bands each, boom, just like that. 300 bands come up, you feel me? That can get passed down with that wealth. That get passed down. Wealth is like after you know, after you're done paying the bills, that's the money you have left over. In 2053, black people are gonna have average of 0 amount of wealth. That's sickening, dude. We gotta start saving. But anyways, so I was saying like, okay, in the 1930s, the 60s, you know, we can buy those houses and stuff like that. And then the 60s, now we're fighting to be equal. Black people are coming together. Guess how long the bus boycott was? 13 months. Imagine telling a New York dude today, don't take that train to the to his work or whatever in the wintertime for like a whole 13 months. You know what a New York dude would say? Nah, man, you wildin', bro. You bugging, bro. You bugging, B. Nah, son. I ain't playing, son. Nah, son. I ain't going, son. Nah, bro. I got these big boots on, these Tims, man. Tims on my feet, man. I can't get them dirty and no snow. I think I messed up the accent. I had it right the first time. But look, it won't work. You feel me? Because people are really for themselves. But like before, they saw the difference. They said, okay, this is not right. White people are... We're not equal as them, but we're the same people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're not equal just because of the color of skin. Like, this is a fucked up country. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so after that, the segregation, we got rid of that. Now, what do you see? Now you can't really see the racism. There's still racism. It was normal. It was normal for people to be white people to think they're better because they had the segregation. So imagine that law just being changed just like that. So now it's like, the fuck? They're the equal. They're equal. People who are like normal, are used to having that superiority over black people. They're like, what's going on? Like, this is weird. This is weird. So like, they can't really be out and blatant about it, right? But it's still like in their head. You feel me? So that's why it's so complicated right now, because racism is not something you see. It's something you feel. You feel me? It's something you feel. So after all this, how do you get money now? We can't go to the banks. We can't take out a loan. You see the people coming over here, like in your neighborhoods, you might see the black store, right? And it's just an Asian owner, or you go to the gas station and it's an Arab owner, and it's like, yo, they can get these loans, but why can't our own black people get these loans? Because there's racial profiling when you go to the bank. You know what I'm saying? They can't say it technically, but bro, it's way harder for a black person to get a loan. And with the educational system going on, when you had all those people move into those neighborhoods in 1920s and 30s with those suburbs, right? white people, your real estate wealth, right, goes into your schools. It's for your school, your public schools. That's why the public schools, they have more recreational activities. You can learn better and stuff like that. So better opportunity to go to college and stuff like that. And they also had money from the wealth passed down. So we have terrible education in the hoods, right? And then so they start going to drugs. That's why they planted the crack in the 80s to mess up to put more people in prison, but also to mess up the black family home. You know, crack was terrible, messing everyone up. The epidemic was stupid. You know the epidemic right now, right? It's heroin. But when you see a heroin user, they're mostly white. And what do? They go to rehab. They go to, they get help, you feel me? Because they need help, you know. But in the 80s, it wasn't like that. You go into prison, you feel me? This shit was like, it's different, bro. Like, it's different, bro. It's different. That's all I can say. Like, this is messed up. So, after you have all these people going to prison and going to jail, and we can't get bank loans, and we don't have wealth from passed down, and the worst part about it is, this is the worst part, it's the mind, it's the matrix, y'all. Like, that's the worst part. The worst part is we have to break our mind. We have to like literally like go into our minds and fix everything that we have been brainwashed with. Like, this is the hardest thing that I've been doing this for like probably like almost a year now, and like I've been breaking the cycle, but it took a long time, and I had to wake up from like a traumatic experience that I had, you feel me? I had a traumatic experience and it woke me up, you feel me? But I'm trying to explain this experience to you because it might wake you up too, because I guarantee I woke those girls up, bro. I woke them up. They were nothing like they after we left. They were different. I just explained to them everything, like everything, and they just like, wow, like I get it now. And I'm like, yeah, like people don't understand. Like, this video, you need to share this video because it's gonna wake people up. You feel me? And that's what we need right now. But I had to tell them in like from a place from experience and a place from passion and from my heart. You feel me? This is from my heart. This video I'm freestyling is from my heart. You feel me? This is what I feel. So this is the tough part. It's the matrix, breaking out of that cycle in our head. In our head. Bro. From as long as I can remember, we have a black person has no psychological connection to Africa anymore. You know? That was cut off when we were taken from our people, and we were brought here, and you can't speak our own language, and we don't know where we're from, and we don't know our real last name. That psychological connection to Africa is broken. Like, I didn't see myself as African for the longest time, but like, bro, black people, we're African. We're not African American. We're African, dude. It's the worst thing, because like it's like separate. Like, oh, we're like, I don't know if African Americans think we're better than Africans, or sometimes Africans think we're better than African Americans. I don't know, but like, we're the same. You feel me? We just were broken off, and then, you feel me, we're stuck there for a little bit, but we're still African. So throughout history, right, we don't really know where we're from. Like, if you're an Asian dude, and you know you're Chinese, and you know your Chinese history and stuff like that, but we don't know our African history that well. We don't know everything about our own history. All we know is we were slaves, so how can we be much better than that? You feel me? All we know is like, oh, all we know is we've been less than our whole lives. That does something to a person. All we know is colorism and how white is everything good. Everything good is white. They say Jesus. The picture of him, a picture that you can always see when you think of Jesus right now. Close your eyes, Jesus. You picture a white guy, long hair, blue eyes. That's the picture that I saw a lot of times in my life. And I'm like, yo, I read the Bible. It's nothing like they described him in the picture. It's totally different. Why is that? Oh, maybe because they were lying. Maybe because maybe because they try to picture everything and still put that little psychological connection that white is better than black. You know? So when you think of like the angels and Jesus, if Jesus is white and the angels are white, what's gonna be the devil? What's opposite of white? black? Why do you think everything in movies and pictures and everything evil has to do with the color black, and everything good has to do with the color white? You feel me? Like, who created that? I don't know. You feel me? Superheroes. Why is mostly all the superheroes white? You feel me? Why are TV actresses, actors white? Why? There's a lot of stuff that goes in movies, like how they portray black people sometimes, but bro, you have to like be conscious of it now. Just look at everything you see, and it's just like, bro, they're gonna make things look better. Like the white people look better than black people, and it's gonna put this. It affects us. It affects us, bro. Like, for real. Because like when I was little, I told them this. I said, yo, I went to school, and my best friend had long blonde hair, and like all my friends were white, and like I just like came back to school, and I was like, I came back from school, and I told my parents, like, yo, I want to be white. Like, I want to have long hair. I want to go like this. I wanted to do that. I was like in the 3rd grade maybe, or like 2nd grade. I don't know how young I was, but I literally told them that, bro. And they're like, no, blah, 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 you know what I'm saying? But like, that's what it does. Like, that's what it does. You feel me? And you start thinking like you're less than, especially right now more than anything, colorism, bro. This is like we're back in 1865. Where it's like a house, nigga, you know, they were like fucking the light skins and everything lighter, and if you're darker, you're out in the field doing the hard work and stuff like that. Why is it now it's the same thing? Dude, literally they say, oh, if you're a light-skinned woman, or even if you're a white woman, bro, if a black person is seen with like a white woman or like a light-skinned woman, he's more successful, you know what I'm saying? Because like a man's girlfriend has a lot to do with himself, right? It's literally like your extension of yourself, right? So when you see like a black woman, it's automatically, you naturally think like they might be like uglier, or like they're or even black women in general, they're like mean or sassy, or bro, they're, you know, all the bad stereotypes that comes in with like playing with a black woman, and like maybe like light-skinned women are better and stuff like that, and even light-skinned niggas and light-skinned and black dark-skinned dudes and stuff like that, bro. All that relates back to the old 1860s, you know what I'm saying? Like slavery times. We're seeing more self-hate now than we have been way before. Isn't that weird? Way more self-hate, black people hating each other and like all this stuff than we were before. In the 60s we all came together. Right now we don't really see that we're oppressed still. You know, like I think we're seeing it now, but like since it's not visible, it's only you can feel it though. It's like there's no racism. If you're white, you really believe there's probably no racism. She really didn't believe there's no racism like that. Like she really believed that there wasn't a problem, and like what was the problem? Like why can't we do all this stuff? And I had to break it down to her, like we've been oppressed for this long. We couldn't have bank loans. We have no wealth. We have to fix the neighborhoods, the hoods, and like we have no wealth. And bro, I had to break it down to her all the way, like I just did with y'all, and how it's something that he had to feel. You feel me? Like I felt it multiple times, and I'm walking in the room and everyone's staring at me. I used to get like, yo, why is everyone staring at me? But now it's like it comes from, and now I feel powerful. You feel me? I feel powerful. I walk in the room and I see somebody, they all staring at me, because man, it's like you're operating like, why do you fear me? You feel me? They feared me before, and then like after the conversation, we're chopping up, like getting to know it, like laughing and stuff like that, and like they realized, you know, we're not like everyone else, or not like the idea that they have in their head that was planted from the media. You feel me? And we have to break out of that cycle, break out of that thing that we can only do certain things. I did not think that there would ever be a black president until there was a black president. You feel me? But after that, after so many things, we have to realize that we can actually do things. You feel me? We can do whatever we want to do. Don't just listen to what they say we can do, and like who we are and stuff. Like, find out for that for yourself. Break out of that cycle for yourself, man. Thank you for watching the video. Look, I'm about to be posting a lot more. I hope y'all really like soaked up all this information that I just spat out, man. It took a lot of energy out of me. But hopefully y'all enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, share this with your friends, man. Keep working on yourself. Keep spreading love. I think being passionate and explaining it and being patient with them, because I wasn't like trying to like go off on them in a mean way, like, you know what I'm saying? I was just trying to explain racism to them and explain the whole systematic oppression and injustice that's been going on for so long, and that they really understood it. And then I think I changed their life forever. I'm not joking. So maybe one day, like, you know, you should have a conversation like this with a stranger. You never know. It might really open up their eyes, even with their family or anything, bro. But keep showing love, man. Keep doing you. And Juice Metro, we out.